Now, I have in my hand one of the hottest properties in the Midlands, and it is the festival guide to this year's Lichfield Festival. Just released, and here to talk about it is the Artistic Director, Sonia Stevenson. Welcome to Big Centre.
Thank you.
Now, last year we had your colleague Michelle on, and it looked absolutely fantastic what you were doing. Was it a great success? You know, what were the figures of the people who came?
It went really well. We had lots and lots of new people coming along to the festival, more than ever before. People from all over the region, not just Lichfield, but the wider counties, and even a few from further afield in the UK as well. And particularly for our new things. So we did opera for the first time last year. 30% of that audience were brand new to the festival.
Wow.
And we got a standing ovation at that concert. So that's wonderful.
So, and I remember looking at the last year's lineup, and there were some amazing people on. So how are you going to top that this year?
Well, that's a good question, but we have so many wonderful things happening this year. I mean, in many ways, we're building on the success of last year. So I mentioned opera. We've got more opera this year, bigger and better, but we've got all kinds of other things as well. I mean, this festival literally has something of everything. We've got theatre, music, dance, comedy, literature, you name it.
And the venues, I mean, that was one of the things that was amazing last year. That the cathedral is such an amazing venue to have. Obviously, you're going to be there again.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And what about other places you're going to be?
We use spaces all around Lichfield. So we use the Garrick Theatre as well, which is a lovely space. They've got a fantastic main theatre there and a great little intimate studio theatre, which we use for films and smaller shows. And Lichfield is full to the brim with historic spaces and churches. So we've got Lichfield Guildhall and lots of lovely little parish churches. And we use outdoor spaces as well. So we take over the cathedral lawn, we have processions through the streets. Basically, everywhere you go in Lichfield, you can't miss the festival.
All right. And I noticed you mentioned film there. You were saying before that there's quite an emphasis on film going right back in time.
That's right, yeah. Film is one of the big themes for this year's festival. So we start in 1916, 100 years ago, with Charlie Chaplin films. And we're going to screen those. There's two of them, The Immigrant and The Rink, with live orchestral accompaniment from the Orchestra of the Swan. So it'll be something really special.
So instead of the old bloke playing the piano, you're going to have an orchestra?
We're going to have a whole orchestra.
Fantastic.
And we have Mark Kermode, the film critic and presenter, hosting that evening and shedding some insight into Charlie Chaplin's magic as well.
And you've also got, I know it's very popular, the market.
That's right, yeah. We get about 20,000 visitors to our festival market, and we have stalls from all the local suppliers, and we have lots of entertainment happening throughout the day. So people wander in and out, and it's a really lovely day out for the whole family.
And you were saying that the final day is that there's a big family fete.
That's right, yeah. So the festival market's on the first Saturday, and then on the final Saturday of the festival, we have our festival fete, which kind of gives an old worldly feel to the day out. You know, there'll be coconut shies and things like that. And the fete is also the start of our special children's opera. So kids can come along, they can make some instruments, learn some of the songs, and then process through the streets to the Guildhall where this opera will start. And the opera is called The Rattler, and it's based on Rumpelstiltskin, the fairy story. And there's an incredibly scary puppet, Rumpelstiltskin, that I am truly terrified of.
And I know last year you had, I think it was painting elephants, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
What's this year's
This year we've got
theme?
ragdolls. So
Right.
it's this idea of sort of make, do and mend. And actually World War I is another theme in the festival. So the ragdolls tie into that. And the idea is that before the festival, lots of different community groups, schools, libraries, businesses can get together and make their own ragdolls. And then we'll be putting them all around the city, and you can follow the ragdoll trail through the festival.
Wow. So the festival is actually from the 1st until the 10th of July.
That's right, yep.
And it's all over Lichfield.
It is. Every nook and cranny in Lichfield. I
Wow.
mean, you can't miss it. When the festival's on, there's such an incredible atmosphere in the city. You walk in and the bunting's up and the people are everywhere. The shops and cafes are full. It's a really fantastic time to come to Lichfield.
And as you said, the actual image is an umbrella, so that should put off the rain.
Exactly, yeah. This is our offering to the weather gods. So if we put an umbrella on the front, then we'll have a nice sunny week.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for coming. So it's the 1st until the 10th of July. Wish you all the luck.
Thank you very
thank you,
much.
Sonia.